Hi, I'm Debbie with Plow and Hearth, and today I want to show you some ways to refresh your fireplace for the spring. After the holidays and a long winter, your fireplace can easily look lackluster. So I'm going to show you lots of ways to breathe some fresh spring air into your hearth. So the eucalyptus garland is a great material that can be used throughout the year for every season, and now I'm going to show you how to use it for the spring. So this garland has already been secured to the mantle since it was used in the previous season. So you always want to fluff the garland and bring the branches, in different directions to make it look natural. I have this really pretty blue and white hydrangea wreath that I'm going to add over the mantle, and then just before I'm going to add it, I'm just going to fluff it a little bit. And what I like about it is that it has this dusty green color that works and coordinates so well with the eucalyptus. I have some flowers, some white flowers and planters that I'm going to add to the mantle, and it ties in with the white hydrangeas. So you can use fresh flowers or faux, whatever is easier for you if you like to have fresh plant material, but these are actually faux, and I'm just going to bend them to make them face the right direction. These are easy and low maintenance, and I'm going to hide the battery packs behind the planters. And then I have two more that I'm going to add. One here and one about there. But again, I'm going to step back and then make some adjustments to see, how everything looks. So that's the key, is just always taking a step back and looking how everything flows across the mantle. So this eucalyptus garland lights up, and so I'm going to turn them on so you can see how they really pop. That looks really pretty. So just bringing in these spring flowers and plants onto the mantle, it really gives an immediate, almost like a blooming garden feel. Since we won't be burning fires in the spring, I'm going to create a display in the firebox using birdhouses, risers, flameless candles, and cake plates. So I'm going to start by placing two risers in the corner and adding this cottage birdhouse right on top. I'm going to use a cake plate as a riser, and I'm going to place that right in the center. And actually, I'm going to turn these on as I go. One candle here and one candle there. And also have some planters that I can add to the mix, and just more candles here. So I'm going to put a candle right in the planter. So I have another riser, place that there. And I have a planter, I'm going to turn it upside down. And I'm just going to play around and see how this all looks together. So I have some interesting movement going on here. Find whatever you have around the house that can be a riser, whether it's a planter, a cake plate, books. But the trick is to use materials that are similar in color. Everything here is either white or cream, and it all coordinates with the firebox. And then I like to turn the candles in different directions, so that they're not all just facing one way. And I have one more birdhouse here that I'm going to add to this corner here. These flameless candles really are so nice in the springtime because you don't have to worry about an actual fire burning. You can leave these on and not worry about anything, but they look so pretty and give a very nice, fresh, soft glow. And that makes a really nice spring display in the firebox. I'm bringing in a tall cone topiary to one side of the fireplace, and I have this nice tall planter that's going to give it a lot of height. I have a little block of styrofoam in the planter that holds the cone in place. And so I'm just going to fluff it and bring down some of the branch material to cover the styrofoam. I have this lantern that I'm going to place on the other side of the fireplace. It fits in really nicely with our theme. It's actually solar powered, so I'm going to place it by the window. So for a finishing touch, I have these two garden decor items. They're so cute, I couldn't help myself but bring them inside. So I'm going to flank the fireplace using one on this side and the little pink one over here on this side of the hearth. As I'm looking at the overall composition, I feel like the candles are over to the right side a little bit, so I'm going to bring a few of them over to the left to just balance it out. Maybe something like that. and that feels better to me. And now the very last piece I'm going to add is a pretty blooming spring rug. And there you have it. So I've given you lots of ideas to bring a little bit of spring to your hearth and fireplace. You can recreate this whole look or simply take an idea or two and make it your own. And if you're looking for more spring decorating ideas, we've got you covered. Go to plowandhearth.com and check out our blog.